Welcome to this video playing International Master Zoshi from Egypt, and this is very high rated for 15 minutes, so we have a clash of top rated players, at least for like being online. There are some players rated higher than that in 15 minutes, but not many. Okay, we have a double Fianchetto, which is an opening that I've played often but haven't studied for a while, so I tend to forget things. The idea is to make it okay, he goes for a Grunfeld setup. Normally, or very often, black plays d6 for King's Indian, then white plays d4 to make sure that e5 is not easily played. Okay, let's see. He is taken very quickly on c4. This is a setup that I never really liked for black due to the move knight e5. I only wonder, is this the exact position? I think it is. He cannot really pin me. The knight on e5 is a bit reliable in this on this diagonal if he moves the knight, but I can take on c6 with the tempo on the queen, so this is a bit different if the queen has moved. What I want to do is I want to exchange the knights here, of course. Takes, bishop takes, and then the bishop on g2 is very strong on this long diagonal. It always puts pressure on the queen side, and very often you get to a position, I mean, let's just wait until he captures. This seems almost forced. Other than that, I'm taking on c6. Okay, can he move the knight somewhere? Like knight a5, this looks really strange. Aha, to d4, interesting. Very interesting choice. Maybe not so bad. Yeah, now the knight on e5 is not protected and might be attacked soon. I can play e3, just kicking it, but knight e6, I guess. Yeah, not sure that this really is a great setup for black. I'm going to do that. He cannot really play a counter attack on the e5 knight as I take with the pawn and cover it. So there's no knight e8 or something. I just take the knight with the pawn. I really only see knight, yeah, okay, to f5. To f5. Okay. So this still means that there are maybe ideas like moving this knight and utilizing the pin. So I probably should protect the bishop. It's at least a useful move. I wonder, maybe queen b3 here. Yeah, this looks okay. Protecting b2 and putting some pressure on b7. It prevents a move like rook b8 because of knight c6, where I just win the exchange. What I'm not sure about is what to do with the b1 knight. I don't really want to play knight c3 and put it in the way of the b2 bishop. d3 knight d2 is possible, but the knight is not doing much there. Yes, this is what I actually expected, so that the b7 pawn is protected for the moment. Let's see. He will probably play bishop e6 soon. Okay, I'm do that after all. Keeping c4 guarded and preparing knight d2. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this knight d2. That's not a good move, really. Maybe I don't really need to move it yet. I can also first play stuff like a4, a5, which would fit very well into the general plan. If he plays bishop e6, then just a4. Okay, he's got an entirely different idea. Okay, well, I need to take anyway. No need to waste time. Okay, so what now? Should I take on g7 first, or yeah, don't think there is a reason not to. Okay, he's not threatening bishop e2 because of queen b2 check. This is a very important detail. I wonder if queen d7, bishop h3 is something I should take care of. Tja, knight c3, queen d7. On bishop, if I move the rook on f1, I can play bishop h1 on bishop h3. I don't really want to trade this. The bishop on g2 is my best piece, really. Okay, let's play this first. If he goes queen d7, I will probably just move the rook. Not sure where, really. Rook, yeah, maybe even to b1. There's also queen a3. Possible, attacking c5. And at the moment he cannot reply b6, so he maybe needs to move a rook even. Yeah, the only issue is my pawn on d3 can be a weakness, really. Yeah, bishop h3. Yeah, it's really not so easy. What is the way to go here? I'm wondering also about knight b5, maybe this is an idea. To immediately threaten to grab stuff on d6 and b7. If he takes, queen takes, queen d3, queen c5. Tja, that's not really clear. takes, queen takes, cb, there's this hanging, and there's rook c1. But there's also probably not better in this position. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to trade the bishop here, so play rook b1 first. But in general, I think I should exchange knights with knight b5 or knight e4. The knight on d6 is simply always protecting b7, and this is a problem. If he plays a move like, I cannot play that, saying knight f5, but b7 is just hanging. What I wanted to say is I also have knight e4 then. Knight d5 is also a move that I should consider, just for the fact that he cannot really, he has problems to reply with e6 due to this check on c3 or on b2. Yeah, one issue here is I'm not really threatening anything. It's all nice, but it's not like I'm threatening much. Maybe knight e4, attacking c5 and unmasking against b7. What he always can do is play something like rook b8 and then possibly b6. But okay, I have a4, a5 as a possible reply. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I'm having a small advantage here or if black has equalized with some precise moves, probably the latter. Yeah, has equalized is maybe a bit too much, but he can certainly, I think that he certainly should be able to defend without too much of a problem here. Oh, but he's taking some time. Maybe he has some entirely different idea that I'm absolutely not aware of. I not sure. Yeah, I don't know, maybe crazy move f5, but that's not really working due to knight d5. F5 intending f4, ef, rook f4, gf4, queen g4. Yeah, this I was briefly thinking about and thought this is one of those completely anti-positional moves that no one is going to play, but he just played it. It really looks very strange. What is it doing? Besides weakening d5 horribly. Okay. So let's check this. It really looks terrible, but maybe it is better than its first appearance. If I play knight to d5, I'm not getting anywhere, probably. It looks nice, but what exactly is it doing? I'm actually thinking about knight e4, getting this exchanged. Knight takes, bishop takes, and then there's the pawn hanging on b7, and I have the possibility to put the bishop on d5. Yeah, that's not bad. You know. For starters, that's not bad. Taking on b7 is ridiculous after rook b8, so this is not really on. Knight b5, he can take with decent play. I also shouldn't do that. So really knight e4, or maybe... Yeah, I really don't like e5, but maybe there's no direct way to refute it. It's possible. Is knight e4 right? I don't know. Come on. I'm spending lots of time here, and at the end I'm going to play it anyway. So let's do that. He needs to exchange anyway, I guess. And then rook b8. So now bishop here. I want to get out of a tempo and also be able to play queen c3. Okay. It has a5, yeah. Okay. It's still the way to go. I play queen c3 after that. a5 is almost forced now, I think. Unless he wants to use this idea of b5, like a5, b5. This might be possible if he plays a move like rook d8. But on rook d8 I play queen c3. Play queen c3 first. Yeah, of course, it's still, he's got this bishop on h3. This is, of course, something to be concerned about. Queen on g2 would be most unpleasant. I even must be aware of sacrifices on d5. Let's say just roughly, like queen g4, rook d8, takes on d5, takes, queen f3, queen g2 mate. This kind of idea. So if he gets pieces near the king, I better be cautious. I have lots of stuff on the A and B file, so it's not like I'm defending the king with all forces. But I have some useful moves. Yeah, this was a possibility. I thought this queen c3 would be quite good at first, to get e5 under attack and make it difficult for him to play f4. So if he covers it, like with queen e7 for example, after f4 I just take. So a5 is the logical move now. There is also f4, but I'm not sure that I want to do that. f4, yeah, maybe this is strong, maybe. But where is he going with the king? Out of this to h6 maybe. Okay, whatever, I'm going to play a5. Opening up the a file is also very important in terms of counterplay. So rook a7 gets into the game. Yeah, I think this is strategically very nice for white, but still needs to be played with caution. this I can do first. And now let's see. Yeah, rook a6 is the materialistic approach. f4. If he goes f4, I take. I have rook e1 also. Getting on the e-file. Yeah, I don't know. Rook a6. It's not so easy to play for him. He probably will play f4. ef, there's even queen d4. Yeah, I'm not so sure about all this. I'm not so sure if I can simply win the b6 pawn. I would like to get on the 7th rank, of course. Rook a6, rook a1, rook a7, but this takes quite a number of moves. Yeah, probably. Still I should do it. I mean, down to 4 minutes. Yeah, that was clear, but I don't want to let him take. This is worse, of course. Now the question is rook e1 maybe. Getting the e-file. Okay, this draws away from the b6 square. But maybe I should still take. Why not take, really? I'm covering most of that. Takes. There is no direct threat, and I have queen d2. Queen e2 he has. Maybe after the capture I should give the check first and then take. Yeah, this is better, yeah. Yeah, this is always hairy, this counterplay at the end. He can play queen e2. He can play queen e2 before taking. Oh no. No, don't tell me that this is losing outright. I need to take anyway. Really? I just need to play a bit more cautious, and he's just toast in this game. It's not even difficult. Come on. Just not taking on b6, and this is just a ruin, this position. Yeah, how do I protect this now? Probably I don't. Yeah, I just only thought of capturing first. Yeah, queen f1 mate. And rook here, he's playing the capture. And f2 is exposed. Okay, but queen c1, yeah, I can play queen c1. Okay, at least I saw this one, and that means that I'm not lost, at least. Wow. Okay, rook e8. I can take f4. Yeah, maybe this is still okay. Maybe. But how do I get... Yeah, I'm not sure what he's playing now. Very hard. Maybe he just takes d3. I would consider that. Just take it. What am I doing then? Okay, so an active move. Now he's threatening to take. Yeah, okay. So I can go. Can I play rook b2? Rook b2, queen d3. Takes, no. Yeah, I have little time, so let's see. I want to use the rook to cover f2. I think he needs to take d3 now. Or at least this looks like the logical move. Rook d2. Intending rook queen d1 check possibly. I'm not quite sure where he's going. Unfortunately, this is not with an increment. So it might be tempting for him to play on time. He can take on g3 now. Rook d3 takes on f2 check, king h1, f1 queen and mating. So if he takes, I just recapture. So this is not a problem. I can enter that as a pre-move to shock him. Okay, what now? Rook b2. It's not really helping. Queen d1 to trade for safety.
Check.
Yeah, come on, let's do that. Maybe
Check.
I have something better, but this seems relatively easy to play. I could have taken with check first. This was very stupid. He was just giving it away. Okay, but he cannot cover the pawn after the capture, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Check. Check.
So I'm a pawn up now, but still a bit down on time.
Check. 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 Check.
Oh.
Black resigns.
Tja, tough game. Wow, that was a real shocker that I overlooked queen e2 without the trade. I mean, I really think black is completely outplayed here. He only has this kind of last-ditch counterplay that I just need to be cautious about, but it's nothing that should secure him the draw. So he went here, took, and rook a6, f4. So the computer gives white 1.5. So it's just a matter of some
Incoming challenge.
No, really. Later. Okay, so I took. This is, yeah. Maybe this is questionable. I didn't want to have the capture on e3 and queen g5 coming. It's interesting to note that the computer wants to play f3, which I've absolutely never considered. And I don't understand it even. What is the exact point? Okay, yeah, okay. The one point is that taking is not really helping. This, yeah, I understand. This is not really giving him anything. I mean, I'm even threatening this stuff. Yeah, the computer is merciless in this position. It just calculates every counter attack and diffuses it. And with perfect defense, white is completely winning. That's clear. But I was far from perfect. And now I took this. Yeah, I didn't see queen e2. I mean, I only was thinking about that, and then
Check.
I give this intermediate check and just have a very comfortable position. I mean, he needs to do something about the check. Cannot even go here. He can, but there's this additional idea. Not at the moment, but because of this.
Check.
But he has to do a silly move like queen g5. Not silly, but I mean an unwanted move.
Check.
And then I'm just the pawn up. And this is the target. So it should win quite easily. And this really shocked me. At first I thought I'm completely lost. At least then I found this one, which is strictly the only move. He's threatening not this mate and the capture. And now he played this one, which is really a bit shocking. Okay. Rook b7 wins. Now, okay. And this is probably not bad. Yeah, this is a tactum. What is the big difference? Rook d2 was just like we played in the game. This move, and what then? I'm planning rook d5 and rook d3. Wow, that's really a bit inhuman. Unhuman. I played this one.
Check.
And I was glad to just get the queens off so that I'm not mated. This is not the best move, I'm pretty sure, but I just was too scared at this moment. Rook e2 is the computer suggestion, still with a substantial advantage, intending this. Yeah, but I was too scared at this moment.
Check.
I wanted to get the queens off. And f4 is, I think, just blundering this, basically. Yeah, bishop f3 is of course easier, but okay, this is also possible.
Check.
Yeah, now we had this position. I don't really know if there are some winning chances here. Yeah, black is really active with the rook on the 7th, and the computer gives white more than one pawn, but I don't buy that. His move is f3 and then later f4, and this is no winning try. I don't believe it. I don't really see how I get this rook out of my back. There's even the idea if he gets to c4 to counter attack here. And if he gets c4 for c5, we have everything on one flank and it's a draw. It probably should be a draw, but okay, we both had little time and
Check.
and continued here. I didn't make any progress. The rook on f4 is
Check.
not even well placed.
Check.
But he
Check.
just blundered the rook here. It's probably a draw. I have no way to... Yeah, it's really... Yeah, it's a dead draw even. I have no way to move the rook. No square. And the king on e5 means that I cannot play g4, so it's completely dead. Okay, that was a tough game. Thanks for watching.